Welcome new professors. Wow, it's weird being a student.
Oh look, we get binders.
Please rise for the Honourable Bill Dean.
You may be seated. Now guys, we're welcoming the new Professor Grad and Hadley. We're very excited to have you here. One important thing is MIT students are relatively bright, and we need to challenge them with thoughtful, clear, concise lectures. So, to get you up to speed, we have some of our excellent professors here and myself to show you some of the tricks of the trade. Our first topic is a route presenting on board use.
Welcome to the Chemistry Department at MIT. First, I'm going to talk to you about the use of letters in your lectures. Brad, you have already taught thermodynamics before, before you came here. So there are some things which are very important to know. There are three important sets of letters which can basically cover your entire seminars. We'll go through the J series first. You can have the matrix index, you have the Jacobian, you can have the angular momentum operator. You can also have the script J, and in case you get out of letters and you need to use more of them, you can avail of the stars, the tildes, the hats, and so on. This covers the first set of letters which you're going to use. The second series of letters, I'm sure Bill would know all about this, for transport. You can use the electric field for the electron. For really small numbers, you can use epsilon. In case you need to use the permittivity, even smaller numbers you can use the tilde, and then there's this symbol, which I don't know what it's called, but you can feel free to use it in all your lectures. And the final set of variables are for things like your spring constant, your kernel operators, or your Fourier transform variables, and in case you run out of these diverse letters, you can always keep adding your primes, double primes, and so on. I think that covers the use of alphabets in your seminar series. The next thing which I'm going to tell you about is the importance of board position. Now, it's a really important module, so I hope that you take notes for this. So there are things like size of the class, geometry of the lecture hall, and the eligibility of writing which you have to factor in before you teach. Of course, there's also the importance of where you stand relative to the board, so that students can take notes when they copy. Next up, Bill is going to introduce you different dimensionless numbers which you find useful when you give your classes.
Well, thank you, Arup. Now I'm going to discuss dimensionless numbers. Some of you from your days as undergrads and grad students will remember that we have some very important dimensionless numbers in chemical engineering. Most of these you're very familiar with, such as the Reynolds number, Peclet number. But at MIT we have a couple of very special dimensionless numbers that we feel really assist us in our teaching performance. The first number is actually named after myself, and it's called the green number. And the green number has a very special symbol. It looks like this. And it's represented as the size of your writing scales as 1 divided by the importance of the information that's being shared. For instance, the green number is not of particular importance to anyone outside of MIT, so I'm writing this fairly large. We also have another dimensionless coefficient that we like to use. It's called the Bazant number. The Bazant number stresses time, so it's a time coefficient. And in particular, it's the speed at which you're talking divided by the time remaining in lecture. And the goal again is to maximize the Poisson number. Yes, you had a question, Josh.
I can't see the Poisson number. What does it mean again?
Well, it's a time coefficient, Josh. So I'd like to bring Professor Dean up to discuss lecture planning.
He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
This Monte Carlo simulation examines the energy fluctuations resulting from student-advisor interactions. It aims to find the best possible advisor selection for a particular student. As you can see here, for this student, the optimal advisor selection is class.
Hey Dave, how's your bracket going?
Hi, Rafi. That's okay. We're down to the final four, but I don't know. It's not going so well. My number 2 seed, Suzanne, just lost to my number 20 seed, Chomsky. He scored a three-pointer in the last 10 seconds. He's got mad skills.
Well, I was kind of hoping Landau would win. You know, he has so much energy.
Yeah, but it's not like Sherwood. He has his own dimensionless number.
That's true. Well, I hope that whoever wins is who you want to work for.
Yeah, me too.
So our last area is lecture planning. One thing that comes up sometimes when you're lecturing is an incomplete problem. Sometimes you'll run out of time or you'll be pressed to finish a problem. So a method is to just give the answer, and our very motivated, dedicated students will always have time to finish them and complete them on their own. They're very motivated. Another important area is questions. Sometimes you don't have the answer to a question on the tip of your tongue. So a way to resolve this is to assign as homework. This way they can discover the answer on their own and come back with you with more knowledge next time. Another way is to use the word obvious. This will discourage them from asking any further questions. So these are two major and important ways and two general ideas on how to lecture effectively. Do you guys have any questions? Good. I was hoping that was obvious. Well, that concludes your new professor orientation, and good luck next semester. And one important note is the students have these TGs that they go to, but the professors have a much better one Thursday night. You guys want to write this down? Thursday night, 9 p.m. But good luck next semester. See you then.